So greetings, my friends, and welcome. My name is David Gershon, and I am the co-founder and CEO of Empowerment Institute and creator of the game. I'll be your host today for our Peace on Earth by 2030 event. We will step into the archetypal dream of humanity's aspiration for peace on Earth. We'll celebrate what we've accomplished over the past year to bring this dream into reality and invite you to be part of it. So let us begin this journey by entering the deep space of greater harmony with self. Kristen Hoffman, my dear friend, a gifted singer, songwriter, player of the game, and beautiful emanator of light and love, will transport us into this space to set the field and build the energy for peace on earth. Kristen, please take us to your beautiful world.
peace into the world. We're flowing, flowing, waves of peace into the world.
Kristen, you are the cosmic enchantress. Thank you. And I had hoped for just one of your usual pieces of music. So you have risen beyond the call. Thank you. Of course, every piece of music is so remarkable. So thank you. So the field has been built. Last year on this day, we launched an audacious moonshot, the quintessential moonshot, Peace on Earth in a Decade. What is a moonshot? Simply, it's an intention of the seemingly impossible becoming possible. When people are asked what they most wish to see for humanity's future, the universal response is peace on earth. When asked, do they believe it is possible, they regrettably express doubt. So we need to help people believe what they most want in their heart of hearts is indeed possible. It is indeed possible. How do we do that? I've dedicated a good portion of my life attempting to answer that question with some success. Today, we'll report on the progress we've made over the past year. But let me begin by identifying the challenge we face and the opportunity hidden within it. Our communities, our countries, our world are beset by multiple divisions. We separate ourselves by race, politics, economics, religion, and ethnicity, among other things. As a result, we have frayed and in some cases torn asunder the social fabric of our communities and our countries. There are 7 simple actions available to every person on the planet that if enough of us took them, peace on earth would become the natural outcome, both in our communities and planet-wide. Great, you may say, but how can such a thing happen? Enter the game. The game is designed around 7 actions that grow out of a global event I conceived and organized in 1986 in partnership with the United Nations Children's Fund. My beautiful wife, Gail, who's on the call, was part of this, playing a major role. We called it the First Earth Run. The torch of peace witnessed by 1 billion people encircled the globe, stopping wars and uniting people wherever it went. The strategies that enabled the impossible to become possible have been distilled into 7 easy-to-take actions. Today, we'll learn about the game and invite you to go on a hero's journey. And what I'd like to do now is to share a video about the game that will give you an experience of what we're talking about.
What if peace on Earth was actually possible? What if it was not only possible, but could be achieved by 2030? What if enough people playing a game could tip the world into this reality? We are building a movement of dream keepers, those who believe peace on Earth is possible and are committed to making it a reality. Empowered with the 7 actions that enabled the first Earth Run to unite the world and create peace on Earth over its 86-day journey, these 7 actions are designed as a global game that will take place between 2020 and 2030. The planet's wisdom keepers tell us that when 0.5% of humanity wholeheartedly believe peace on Earth is possible, that's 40 million people, there will be enough coherence of thought and emotion to shift our collective consciousness to make this a reality. With the torch held high, we will experience the world we most want in our hearts coming into existence and witness the dawning of a new future for humankind. Play the game and have fun. Make friends. Create community. Make a difference. Celebrate our common humanity. At this critical time, when we are becoming more and more divided, this game serves as deep medicine to heal that which separates us. We invite you to be one of the planet's dream keepers and accept this sacred fire as a torchbearer for our future as a species. I'll carry the torch. Will you?
So let me tell you where we've gotten to this year. This has been an amazing year. We launched the game last year on this day, and we did some amazing things this year. So let me share with you a little bit about what we've accomplished. So the game, as Kristen calls it, the game, has three parts. There's the personal transformation, which is about creating harmony with yourself, others, and the earth. It's foundational to the game. And then we have the community transformation, which has grown this year to be a key part, which is about how we reweave the social fabric, how we help transform the differences that separate us in our communities. And the third part, which is where we started this game, was the belief that peace on earth is possible, holding that moonshot intention and getting people on that journey with us. So that's the game in its essence. Over the past year, this is what we have accomplished. And we're proud of our accomplishments, given that we had COVID, among other things, to sort out. 157 teams were starting the game or played the game. We had 1,341 players playing the game. Those players befriended 6,115 people. That is to say, reached out to people who were different from them, who they might not normally communicate with. On average, not an average, in total, we had 9,534 actions taken. And through inspiration, association with the game, any number of different ways that the game influenced and inspired people, 862,133 people were impacted and counting as of today. So all of the people on Facebook and all the people in Zoom, we will add your numbers in due course and keep that going. So that's what we have accomplished, and that we can achieve this dream in a decade. The wisdom keepers say if 1/2 of the population believes something, it shifts consciousness into making that a reality. 40 million is 1/2 of the people on the planet. If each of these people truly believed in their heart, peace on earth in a decade was possible, we would watch a miracle unfold on our beautiful planet. The central strategy of the game for getting there is establishing peace on earth zones around the world where the 7 actions are practiced. I'd like to now share with you the debut of our short film about this process called A Peace on Earth Zone, The Creststone Story. Enjoy. It's a beautiful little film. And Miranda, our dear Miranda, is the star.
Hi, my name is Miranda Clendenning. I've been working in the peace world for about 15 years with some of the largest peace organizations on the planet. For many years, I've been searching for a way to actually engage many people in activities that can actually help them to learn how to get along and work together and cooperate for the common good. 2.5 years ago, I met David Gershon and found a game-changing solution. This is a game that, if enough people play it, could actually create peace on earth in a decade. I've been so excited about this game that I actually brought it to my community in Crestone, Colorado. The Peace on Earth by 2030 game is a call out to those that want to be social change Jedis, but help recreate and reweave the social fabric of our communities. The game is built around 7 actions that empower people to gain harmony within themselves, with each other, and with our planet. We aim to create Peace on Earth zones in every community we can by 2030. One element of the game, which relates to the Hopi prophecy, is teaching people how to live in harmony with themselves, with each other, and with our planet. The second element helps a community to reweave its social fabric. The third element is about how we create peace on Earth. When an individual starts doing the cooperation action, for example, they start to realize that they haven't cultivated their own inner peace or don't know how to get along with others very well. So they start taking action towards getting better at these things. Before, previously in their life, they might not have had enough inspiration for wanting to work on these things. But once they can see them very clearly that they need work, they start to actually take the action towards doing this. The game provides the tools and the support to be able to do this, to cultivate harmony within ourselves and find our own inner peace, our own empowerment, our own agency. The game also has an element called Reweaving the Social Fabric Cafe, which helps empower our community to heal the differences that separate us. In the experience of running a cafe, I was surprised that people actually didn't want to talk about their differences. They wanted to get right into developing a vision together. We find that people do want to create change. They just don't know how. The elements of the game and the cafe provide the how for people so that it's doable. As a community organizer, I've always been really sad when people put so much time and effort into arguing with each other or saying that they don't want to show up to something because another person they don't get along with is there. Seeing the cafe process start to transform people, that they want to be a part of a shared common vision that's actually making change, is having people put down those differences and actually show up together for one of the first times, and I'm seeing miracles happen here every day. One of the biggest lifts and impacts of this game is the actual belief that peace on Earth is possible if we all work for it. The game helps everyone to cultivate the vision of what peace on Earth would look like in 10 years from now if we actually kept working on that. People get to cultivate their magical dreams of what community would be like, would look like, would feel like in the future if they had everything they would want it to be. This doesn't just happen out of wishful thinking. It doesn't just happen out of us saying it's going to happen. It actually happens when people vision it themselves and see through their own eyes a new possibility. Here in Crestone, we put on an event called Perma Peace Fest. We named it that because we were working majorly on permaculture here and growing food for our community as one of our solutions for cooperating for common good. But it's Perma Peace Fest because we're looking for a permanent state of peace here in our community and actually working for that. Many people came from out of town to help with the permaculture and with the festival. And the stories from that of how palpable it was to actually see people working for peace, and that peace is actually something that we can all work on together and do day to day, even in the event or in the community, befriending other people, cooperating together, actually getting along, working on a shared common vision to have a peaceful community is actually an action. We are on a planetary mission, and we're inviting all social change Jedis who want to create peace in their communities and on Earth, create harmony, and heal the divides that separate us to join us.
Miranda, you have created miracles in your community, and you have spoken to over 40 people over the past year who want to create peace on Earth zones or POE zones in their community. And I'd like to interview a little bit to see what you've learned and to share your wisdom, your experience, your hard-found learnings with others. So first tell me, who are these people that you are speaking to? Who are these 40 people? And why are they interested in creating POE zones?
Hi everyone, I'm Miranda. These 40 people are specifically community leaders that have been talking to us about starting an actual Peace on Earth zone, which in this video this time we're celebrating the actual creation of Peace on Earth zones. We have many teams that have started, but now we're focusing on this whole zone concept. So it takes people that are really interested in being community empowerers, and they want to see their city, their town, their community they live in be empowered to heal the divides and get people to actually work together. They're youth group leaders, schools, veterans empowerment groups looking for an impactful mission, entire church groups in a city, intentional community leaders, musicians, activists, all kinds of different people coming out of the woodwork that have different reasons for why they want to come, but all of them are sad that they're seeing our community be torn apart by polarization, and they just want to see healing, and they just want to see us move forward and create peace.
Beautiful. You know, I'd like to drill down on one of the more interesting groups that you worked with, the vets. I know you did a special event with them. They have a special place in your heart. Tell us a little bit about working with the vets. I think they're Afghan and maybe, I don't know what vets from what, I guess some of our recent escapades. Tell us a little bit about your experience working with them. What motivates them?
Yeah, I have three beautiful veterans groups, one in Arizona, one in Florida, one here in Crestone that I've spoken a lot to. And they do work with PTSD, healing, and transformation work with veterans. But they find that without a mission and a way to be of service in the world, they have a hard time fitting back into society and are just feeling a general lack of quality of life. So these groups are actually looking to be almost like a new Earth army of veterans actually helping to do transformational work in community. And I think I'm really excited to see them in the next year have this mission and take this on together.
And you played a special version of the game with them. Tell us about that game that you played with them in Arizona, and what was that like?
Yeah, we launched a new version of the game where people can play inside of an event, which we're actually doing with this event too. After this is over, we want you to join us and play the action of befriending as a whole event group. And we did that in Arizona. We've also done it in Crestone a few times. But 50 people played the actions of the game. So they actually befriended other people, empowered youth and young people below them to be inspired to work for peace. They did, cooperating for the common good and helping plant gardens, and got to score their points from all of that. And we're really encouraged to take it into their communities after doing it inside of a 3-day event.
Beautiful. So what guidance would you give to anyone on this Zoom event or the Facebook Live event? And welcome all of you from Facebook. I haven't recognized and acknowledged you yet. Welcome. For creating a Pozone in their community. I mean, you've been through it. What does it take?
Yeah, I'm a busy mom with 5 kids and director of operations for Empowerment Institute, but I still have had so much fun doing this over the last couple of years, and it really only adds time to your schedule, meeting once every other week, and then going out and doing some of the actions, befriending other people just as you're doing things every day, being in stores, reaching out to your friends, reaching out to your social networks, figuring out what your team wants to do to cooperate and showing up for some of those volunteer activities. But I believe anyone can do it, and the massive amount of people that are impacted by the short amount of time that you actually have to spend doing it is well worth it. And as I said, a lot of the people that we're talking to now are community developers that really want to change their communities. Some of them are already in community empowerment space and have a lot of organizational partners, and we love those kind of partners to come in and start Pozones. But anyone can start a team, and that's what it starts with, is just starting your first team. You can start it with your family. We've had 16-year-olds start teams and run them very successfully. They're actually some of our highest scoring teams. So anyone can do it. Anyone can start a team. Anyone can talk to us about starting a Pozone and starting to onboard your entire area. We have, I think Suzanne is on this call from Louisville, who has done amazing work in Louisville with her Pozone as well. So I commend everyone that has been in that journey with us already, and we're really excited for our next 10 to 20 Pozones that go forward in this next year, including in the developing world as well. So please join us.
Thank you, Miranda. Any final words, or maybe that was your final word? Please join us, but you got the last word. Anything more you want to say? Share one more thing, actually, if you would. what has been your major takeaway from the experience of empowering your community in this way?
I mean, it's hard to say all of this really short. Even in the video that we did, it was hard to say how impactful because there's so many stories, so many incredible transformations, people reaching out to people that family members and friends they had lost touch with for 20 years, some of them, and watching people as they go out in the community and they're supposed to be befriending people, they're supposed to be cooperating to help, they realize all the things that they don't know yet. They don't know how to get along. We don't know how to put our egos aside. We don't know how to do our own self-work for inner peace and have our own inner peace so that we can pass that to others. So all this work becomes something that people actually want to work on because they see that they'll be better people for their community and they want to develop inner peace themselves. And what I've seen with families, me and my own kids, our relationship has grown so much closer. I've seen people that were single parents that didn't get along at all come back together to be friends and be at actual peace with each other in order to bring peace to their kids' lives. So I can't even say enough about how miraculous this has been in my life and in my community.
I think you did a good job. Thank you, Miranda, and bless you for doing the beautiful work that you do. It's an honor and pleasure to work with you. So we're going to move on to continue on our adventure today, our Peace on Earth by 2030 adventure. And I'm going to invite back Kristen. And one of the things that happens out of a Peace on Earth zone is that it invites us to enter into a very remarkable place where our frequencies get lifted up, and we become kind of participants in what some call the Golden Age. And Kristen has written the Golden Age Anthem, and we're going to spend more time exploring this whole universe. So as you listen to Kristen, allow her to transport you into this remarkable future that awaits us as we believe in and act on our collective dream for humanity's future. So Kristen, and I might add, you might want to have something to a hanky near. This is like at least a 2 or 3 hanky songs, so at least it is for me. So be ready. Kristen, please transport us into the Golden Age.
Yay, here we go. Straight into the Golden Age. Welcome to the Golden Age. High frequency our DNA, anchored in our will to shine, with peace on earth our guiding light. Our initiation has begun, so close your eyes, heartbeat as one. We are one. Transformation is now. Feel the sun, golden light shining down. When we dream as one, we hold the key to evolve. See as one, unconditional love. Welcome to the Golden Age, where presence is the only place, an opportunity to thrive in harmony with all of life. Any obstacle is overcome, hand in hand, heartbeat as one. We are one. Transformation is now. Feel the sun, golden light shining down. When we dream as one, we hold that key to evolve. See as one, unconditional love. Faith and oneness, unity, abundance, love. Oh, love. Empowerment is raising and cooperation. Faith and oneness, unity, abundance, love. Oh, love. Empowerment is raising and cooperation. Oh, we are one. Transformation is now. Feel the sun, face the sun, golden light shining down. When we dream as one, we hold the key to evolve. We hold that key. See as one. When we see as one, unconditional love. Unconditional. Welcome to the golden age, where peace on earth in one decade is held in every heart and mind, and lifted through the codes of time. Acceleration has begun. Now's our moment. Live as one. Feel the rhythm of Gaia's drum. Just close your eyes, heartbeat as one. Thank you. It's always so much fun to share that song, and it was a joy to write the theme song for the Peace on Earth game.
And not only the game, but the golden age, which is
And
where
the golden age, yes.
bigger adventure that you helping us to move towards. Kristen, thank you. I had my hanky handy. I hope you all did. It's a beautiful place that you've envisioned for us. So we're going to end our journey today with the candle lighting ceremony. Hopefully many of you brought a candle. I think we got ourselves well prepared for that. So hopefully you're ready to change the world and create peace on earth, starting in your own life, starting in this week coming up, if you wish to be as part of that special celebration or create a pose zone. And if you are, we've got lots of places for you to contact with us and connect with Miranda. But for now, we're going to go into a deep space of believing in our possibilities as a human species. We launched something last year on this day called Oneness Sunday. It's a candle lighting ceremony. And 70,000 people who participated in our event last year were each invited to light a candle, as you will be, and then to keep lighting a candle each Sunday and feel in their hearts the oneness of humanity and the visualization of peace on earth by 2030. I've done this each Sunday over the past year. It's a very special part of my Sunday. I could feel the planetary frequency getting stronger each week as so many around the planet join in doing this. The morphic field for peace on earth in a decade is now built. Enough of us have held this intention. That is a field. It's a palpable field. And I invite you to enter into it today and allow it to lift you and strengthen your faith in this dream that we all hold in our hearts. Some of us have not allowed that to be fully born. Some of us have. I also invite you to see yourself making this field stronger through adding your intention to it. So let us begin. Take a few deep breaths and envision humanity united as one. Envision humanity invited as one. And peace on earth has arrived. It's now 2030, and the world is a totally different world. Peace on earth, the dream of humanity has arrived. It feels different. It looks different. It smells different. It is different. Now, with that intention, I invite you now to light your candle and imbue the fire with this intention. And as you're doing that, I'll invite Kristen to sing and just bring us into that space. And then I'll guide the meditation thereafter a little bit.
There's nothing more to do than call on you. Love and gratitude. There's nothing more to do than call on you. Love and gratitude. When we forget to see our soul's deep mystery. There's nothing more to do than call on you. Love and gratitude, love and gratitude.
Thank you, Kristen.
Thank you.
So I want us to bring closure now. I want to bring closure now by inviting you to be one of the dream keepers and to join us each Sunday, each Oneness Sunday. And let me guide you through that process of actually being one of the dream keepers. So close your eyes and visualize yourself participating in this Oneness Sunday global candlelighting ritual. And visualize people all over the world lighting a candle on Sunday to celebrate our oneness and to celebrate the possibility for humanity to have peace on earth within this decade. Take a moment to visualize that. And now see yourself as a member of this sacred planetary community of dream keepers, those called to hold this intention, this high intention for humanity's evolution. See yourself and feel yourself part of this sacred planetary community of dream keepers. And now feel each dream keeper in your heart around the world. This is your community. This is our community. These are the people on the planet who have faith in our future and have faith in ourselves as a species that we can achieve it if we can believe it. So feel yourself as such a person of faith, a person of hope for our future, a dream keeper. Now feel your intention merging with the intention of others all around the world, and the morphic field of peace on earth by 2030 pulsating palpably and getting stronger and stronger and stronger each week. It's alive. It's consciousness alive all across the planet. And feel all of spirit adding their intention to it. See spirit as this perfect figure eight. As we aspire, they do their best to help grow our intentions. See peace on earth now opening up the portal to the golden age. See our destiny as a human community realized. This is your destiny. You incarnated at this moment to achieve this. Allow that in. Allow that thought in. You're not here by mistake. None of us. It's our job to create this, and we can. So with that said, Kristen, if you would just send us out with whatever kind of blessing and whatever kind of musical offering so we can end our time together and offer this beautiful energy into the world. So last experience of Kristen for the moment. You have to come back next year for more. And Kristen, just check her out, Kristen Hoffman, if you want to get high anytime.
it starts in you. Peace, it starts in you. Go in peace. Peace and love.
Thank you, everyone. Blessings. Thank you, Kristen. Be at peace.